Here, here. I think it's nice though.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
What's that?
Can I help you?
I was looking around. Just
Can I ask why you're filming our facility?
looks pretty cool actually because of the wash and everything. Kind of curious of how this whole thing began. You know.
Okay. You want to come up here and chat with me a little bit?
Am I?
Do you mind?
Am I detained or?
I just need to talk to you because you've been filming our officers in and out, so I just wanted to figure
And I
out
can't
what's
do
going
that?
on with that. Huh?
And I can't do that? I mean, I was in a public area, so
Okay. What's your name?
I don't want to give you my name unless I'm being threatened by arrest. So, am I under arrest or is it?
You're not under arrest. What's your name? Why are you filming our facility?
I just told you. I like the history around this place right here.
Okay.
Right from the start, this case raises a troubling question. How does someone get promoted into authority while showing such a shaky grasp of basic constitutional rights? What you're about to watch is a textbook example of enforcement first, investigation later, a pattern that has become disturbingly familiar in these encounters. A man standing in a public space, openly filming, doing nothing aggressive, nothing illegal. Yet within minutes, he's in handcuffs. No crime identified, no clear explanation, just assumptions, suspicion, and authority flexed hard and fast.
Well, while you're talking to me, you got a baton here. I'm just going to hang on to it.
Why are you touching me?
While I'm talking to you, okay?
Why are you touching me?
It's for my safety while I'm chatting with you.
Well, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do any harm with you guys.
Okay.
So, what's the badge number?
It's 51079. And what was your name?
What was your name?
It's Sergeant Buchanan.
Badge number?
I already gave it to you.
Okay. What's your name and badge number?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What's your name and badge number?
Sure. My name's Officer Apodaca. My badge number is 100040.
All right. I just want to know why she touched me.
I just
So-
walked out here. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just over here doing a story,
Okay.
trying to, in a public area, try to record everything around here. I mean, I saw this wash right here, and said, it's pretty cool. I don't want to know what this whole thing started. Like the wash was being here, or the police station was here first. That's all I was trying to figure out, to look around in public areas.
Okay.
So you touching me, I want to know why. Because you think I'm a threat? Because I'm doing the story, or?
You've got a baton on your hip, sir.
Yeah, it's for
And I
protection,
just
not from
wanna
you
make sure
guys.
that I'm safe and that you're safe. We don't have
Oh,
any
trust me,
issues.
that's why I'm right here,
Okay.
away from you.
Okay.
You know the house counter is from the west?
Can you explain to me why you're filming over here?
They're from the west. It's a white house.
Because I like to film in public areas, so public area, right?
Okay. Well, I'm going to detain you right now.
The moment the sergeant approaches, the tone is already set. On the surface, it sounds polite. Can I help you? But the real intent shows up fast. Filming a police facility, even from a public area, immediately triggers suspicion rather than conversation. The man calmly explains his curiosity, his interest in the location, and repeatedly confirms he's in a public space. These are all lawful explanations. No evasiveness, no hostility. Yet watch how the questions shift. Instead of clarifying boundaries or explaining department policy, the focus turns to identity. Name, purpose,
Will
justification.
you
my God.
investigate, okay?
Really?
I don't know what's going on.
In
I
a
just
public
walked up-
area, I'm being detained. Now my
Okay, so we're
backpack
gonna
is...
figure that out. I don't want your camera to get broken. I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'm recording this incident as well.
There's breakable stuff in there, you know that, right? I have more cameras in the backpack.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. In a public area.
All right,
Not
we'll figure out what's
arrest,
going
but
on.
right now I'm detaining you until we figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm going to hang on to this while I'm talking to you.
Alright, do not consent searches and
Alright,
seizures.
he's going to hang on to your backpack. We're going to walk up here.
I'm not consent any searches or seizures.
Okay, I'm not searching you. I am going to pat you down for any further weapons. Do you have any more weapons on you?
I'm just trying to tell you.
Okay.
I have earbuds in my backpack just because of the
We're going to check, make sure.
You put it this way, please?
Yeah, you got it. Mine's pointing this way too. You a First Amendment auditor or something?
Public areas. That's all
I
he's
hear you.
doing.
I hear you. I'm a Vikings fan too. I know it doesn't mean much to you right now, but
It's the first time I've ever been detained. So what's the issue here?
Well,
This is the moment where things cross from uncomfortable into legally questionable. Without consent, without clear threat, the sergeant touches the man and takes hold of his baton for safety. That phrase gets used a lot, but safety isn't a magic word that overrides rights. The man immediately questions the contact, which is reasonable. He hasn't threatened anyone. He's compliant. He's explaining himself. Here's the contradiction. Officers insist he's not under arrest, yet they're controlling his property and physically asserting dominance. That's not casual conversation. That's authority being exercised. And when citizens feel that line blur, trust erodes instantly.
on our facility, you're videotaping police operations.
I wasn't in a public area.
So,
I wasn't in the facility, I was in a public area.
I was told you were over here standing on our property filming
So this sidewalk over
operations
there?
over here. Yeah.
I know the sign is right there, but I didn't go past the sign.
Okay.
So
we're gonna
Okay.
review our cameras, and if we got some wrong information and that indeed is the case, and as I understand it, you might be out of handcuffs here in a second. But it sounds like a crime was reported to us that you were trespassing on.
I was not
on our
trespassing. I was
Okay,
in a
well that's what
public
was reported to us, right?
I didn't go past the
So
sign.
we got to investigate it if it's reported to us, right? We can't take anybody's side in anything like that. So that's why you're detained today.
Okay,
As
I know you guys
understand.
got cameras everywhere, so check
Yeah,
those.
I'm going to be checking them. I don't know how to work the system, but I'm going to find somebody who does. And we're going to be working on that. Okay.
What's your name, sir?
I'm not giving them a name.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
Okay.
Right here, man. If you're just out here filming, it's obviously a public area.
So can
you're
you go
right.
back down the track?
So the track is public as well, but
Yeah.
what it sounds like was reported to my sergeant is that you are on our private drive past the no trespassing signs.
While you're detained, I'm going to go verify that information, okay? I'll be right back, okay? Proceed to stand by.
And back there, I was lifting that up so I could look over the wall.
Sorry, say it again.
I lift that up so I could look over the wall. That's about it.
Look over this wall or?
This wall over here,
Okay.
where the track is.
Okay. I hear you, man. Like you're able to do your person of honor thing, man. I have talked to many people out here that have done that at the station, and we've had no problems. Sounds like what was reported to us is it was a crime. If there was no crime actually committed, and it was a misunderstanding or miscommunication on our part, then we're going to apologize and take you out of handcuffs in just a moment.
First time being in handcuffs, actually.
Sorry.
Here it is, the detention. I'm going to detain you while we investigate. That single sentence flips the entire encounter. Detention requires reasonable suspicion of a specific crime, not a hunch, not discomfort, and not secondhand information that hasn't been verified yet. Even the man sounds genuinely confused, and rightfully so. He's in a public area, doing something lawful, and now he's being restrained while officers try to figure out if a crime occurred. This is backwards policing. Investigations are supposed to determine whether detention is necessary, not the other way around. Notice how the explanation keeps shifting, how certainty gives way to we'll figure it out.
That we're saying you did, but we, for whatever reason, have had people try and sneak in that drive. We had somebody a couple months ago, we don't know how they got in our secure lot, but they were in our secure lot, like walking around and scoping out our cars and stuff like that, but they weren't on the cameras. They had either jumped over the back wall or snuck in through one of the gates, but they had been there. We reviewed cameras for hours. He had been back there for like 3 hours, like hiding under cars and stuff like that. So we've had security issues here, which is obviously concerning. I'm not saying you did any of that, but you can understand like how that kind of puts us in that frame of mind when we get, hey, there's some dude walking in a private drive back here. Hey, now he's out front. And my sergeant came out to talk to you for that reason.
So what's that private property line at? I know there's a track, and there's like a little bit of dirt right there on the side. Is that your property too?
next to the track?
Yeah, next to the track, like
I just
like
talk
dirt?
to people out there. I don't really push it. But if they're out like on the private drive walking, I've stopped people trying to come in our gates many times.
That right here, I'm talking about this corner.
You want me to pick that up so it doesn't get damaged? Yeah, you got it. Is there a way for me to set this up so I don't have to?
Yeah, just put, you have the 3 legs right there?
Oh, these are 3 legs?
Yeah, 3 legs, just pull it out.
Well, that's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't have the 3 rocks in the back. Yeah, so
Well, it's not going to fall over like that, right?
No.
It's fine?
That's fine.
Okay. I don't want to damage anything. Do you think that's okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this all I want to know, it's a little bit of dirt right there on this track right here. Is your guys' or?
Which area are we talking about?
Well, I can't really point because it's like this area right here.
On the back side there?
Yeah, where the gate is, but on the back of the...
So it's technically all
like a
property of the facility of the city of Tucson.
The track is?
But as far as, not necessarily the track,
Okay,
but I'm
that's how it
talking
was.
about specifically like this private drive and
This
like
right
once
here,
you go
I
through
was
the gates.
behind the sign.
Sorry, what's that?
I was behind the sign on this side right here.
Oh, behind the sign this way or behind the sign that way?
That way.
Behind the sign on the...
Yeah.
On the
Straight.
all right, it sounds like once we clarify that, we'll take handcuffs in just a moment. I'm fine with you walking around the whole station, filming everything. It's just...
Now the justification finally appears: trespassing. But even here, it's shaky. One officer acknowledges the man was in a public area, while another references a report claiming he crossed into private property. No one seems sure. No one personally witnessed it. Everything hinges on secondhand information that may or may not be accurate. And yet, the detention continues. This is where credibility matters. The man consistently explains where he was and why. He even invites them to check cameras. That's not the behavior of someone hiding wrongdoing. Meanwhile, officers openly admit they're still trying to figure things out. 6. Here the tone shifts. Officers begin recounting past security incidents. People sneaking in, hiding under cars, lurking for hours. These stories are serious, and security concerns are valid. But here's the critical point. Past incidents do not automatically transfer suspicion to a new individual. Emotional reasoning starts creeping in, replacing objective assessment. The officer repeatedly clarifies, "I'm not saying you did that." Yet the man remains restrained because of those fears. This is a classic example of institutional anxiety influencing individual encounters. While context matters, it cannot substitute for evidence. Otherwise, anyone near a sensitive location becomes a suspect.
It sounds like we had a report that you were on the private drive.
Obviously, she was a little aggressive.
Sorry, what's that?
I said, obviously, she was a little aggressive.
Okay. Like I said, man, I had just walked up, so I don't really know what happened before I got there, right? I just heard her say on the radio she was out with somebody on the front gangplank or bridge or whatever, and I just came out here to make sure she was okay. I didn't know what was going on. So whatever she got before I was involved, she got
Her
before.
my stuff, she can't do that. Unless she has probable cause.
What's that?
Unless you grab my stuff, you can't do that.
Well, you can be detained for reasonable suspicion, but
What's the crime, though? That's my
trespassing.
question.
That's what we had reported to us.
That's my trespass.
Well, if you indeed did not trespass, or even if you did, we might just warn you. If we look up on cameras, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying. For instance, we looked on cameras and saw you. Oh, you were actually past the sign. You were close to the.
Another sign.
I'm just giving you for instance. We're just having a conversation, right? So. So we end up talking to our witness or whoever told us about this, and they say, "Oh, he was past the thing, past the sign." We look at video cameras. You're past the sign. We might just tell you like, "Hey, don't do that again."
With the modern handcuffs, I can show you guys where I was.
Okay. I hear you. We're trying to talk to the witness to try and speed that up. We're trying to get you out of cuffs as soon as possible.
Badge number?
Huh?
Your badge number?
41820. It's Officer Dial, like the soap.
So he was just doing a First Amendment audit, just walking around filming. What, at least as I understand it, was reported to Sarge is that he was on the private drive back here.
Oh, behind the sign.
So, yeah, I told him if he was behind the sign, we're going to take on handcuffs this moment.
Sounds good.
Just so you know where we're at.
Nobody come here like this?
What's that?
Nobody comes here with a camera like this?
It has happened from time to time, yeah. And we let them film. I've had people.
Obviously not.
Well, like I said, it wouldn't be a problem if we didn't have the report that you were on the private drive. Because I did explain to you earlier that we've had people try and sneak in there, and we had that dude hang out back there for like 6 hours.
I'm gonna do it with the camera and broad daylight.
Dude, you would be surprised what I've seen people do in broad daylight.
There must be
We just came from a call. A guy was hit a girl in the elbow with a bat after she came at him with a knife.
Well, it was last month or so we had a dude come in here and try to hit the officer on the other side of the glass, smashing all our windows.
Yeah.
So
that's overdose, not a camera.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, we don't know you, do we?
But like I said, sir, I'm sorry I didn't catch your name, but like I said.